So we're developing a weather generator in the DARE project, and this is a joint collaboration with the Climate Plus Water Plus Biodiversity Co-Centre as well. And the reason we're building a weather generator is because climate models, they have biases in them. They don't produce the long time series that we need for impact models to actually look at the uncertainty associated with climate change. The idea behind this weather generator is that it will take the UK CP18 projections, which are the latest climate projections for the UK, and there was a weather generator developed that was associated with the previous set of UK projections, but there wasn't one with this new set. And so the idea of the DARE weather generator is that we're actually going to link it up to the latest climate projections for the UK, and therefore people can actually not only produce time series of historical weather at wherever they want, over a catchment or over a city or over just a point that they're interested in, but they can also include the influence of climate change as well at different warming levels for different future time periods, and to explore that uncertainty in changes to future weather.
The first few steps in adaptation is to be informed on the future climate. So when we look at the future climate projections, these come at spatial scales that are not relevant for local scale assessments. So the decision managers or the decision makers would want stuff that is available at local scales. If you want this information at local scale, you need to perform something called downscaling, and that's where weather generators come into picture.
So at the moment we've got the weather generator working for the historical climate. So it's being calibrated against HAD UK Grid, which is a Met Office data set of temperature and rainfall observations. And we've also calibrated it against our hourly set of quality controlled rainfall observations, which includes about 1,300 gauges across the UK. So that will really improve on the previous version of the weather generator that was used in UK CP09, which only used about 20 rainfall gauges across the UK. So, you know, it will be much better in terms of producing simulations of hourly rainfall extremes as well. So it's all set up for the historical climate. What we're doing at the moment is working with the UK CP18 projections to actually link it up to those projections so we can produce future climate simulations as well.
Essentially, the outputs that are derived from this weather generator could be, or rather will be used by the researchers within DARE who will drive their impact models and then quantify the risks associated with various hazards for the transportation network. This work is also co-developed with Climate Co-Centre, who would like to have a climate impact atlas framework built for the future timescales.
The weather generator will complement what's already available from UK CP18, and particular the local projections, which are the very high resolution projections available at 2 and 5 kilometre resolution. So we're thinking the resolution of the weather generator will be about 1 kilometre, and it will correct the biases that people can see or analyse in UK CP local, but it will also allow them to explore those projections more thoroughly, and particularly produce longer simulations and ensembles of simulations which match those projections of the future.
It could provide you multiple plausible pathways that a climate system could evolve in the future. So you would be having a lot of alternative futures to look into, like let's say if you have a future A, future B, future C, and then you want to see how would the state of transportation look like in future C. So yeah, so that's the weather generator, where it gives you multiple plausible futures to deal with.
And what we're hoping is that this weather generator will be available certainly by the middle of 2026, and available for everybody to use, open source.